Okay. Hey, howdy, hey. I'm recording now. What's up, everybody? I'm doing Kirby Superstar today. Hang on, I should do this. So, gotta get the intro. Man, these graphics were top of the line in 1990. What year did this game come out? 95? Okay, I was thinking 95 or 96, but I wasn't sure if that was correct. Anyway, how's the volume? Boy, I've seen this screen a lot. Apparently, this screen with the 0% in all three files is, in fact, at least a meme on Nico Nico Doga, which is like Japanese YouTube. The one Kirby is clown. You regret starting the Final Fantasy VII Remake when Part 2 is nowhere in sight. That's what I've heard some people say, is that, well, now they're just gonna have to wait indefinitely for a conclusion. Volume still good? Excellent. Okay, so yeah, today is the 29th, I believe, anniversary of the Kirby series, and Kirby is an important series to me. I think the series, but especially this game, shaped my personal aesthetic a lot. My love of cute, but twinged with cosmic horror. Let's say. If you've never played a Kirby game before, they look very cute, but their final bosses are always something else. Anyway, Spring Breeze! Help! All the food from Dreamland has been stolen! Hurry, Kirby, or everyone will starve! Kirby doesn't care, as long as Kirby himself is fed. No, it is not my first time playing, but it's gonna give me a tutorial anyway. No, you don't have to explain copy. And yet you're doing it anyway. Yep. Kirby 64 as well? Yeah, that game also made a big impact on me, but especially this one. I never actually owned Superstar for the SNES. I used to always borrow it from my cousins. That and Dreamland 3. And I have played through this game a lot because the cartridge would erase itself a lot, unfortunately. So that's why I think the 000 file select screen is a joke, because I thought that was just that cartridge being cursed, but no, apparently I guess it's not an uncommon error. Just give him a tutorial. Like, are you sure you're playing a baby game? I think you need to know how to play baby game. A Return to Dreamland was really good. My brother and I had a good time playing co-op through that one. I have a fond memory of him dropping the stage in my head, for lack of a better word. There was some load-bearing, like, large rope that my brother cut as player 2. And it just dropped the stage on top of my head. And if Kirby dies, that's it. Back to last checkpoint you go. Yeah, this was Star Allies before Star Allies, which was also a very cute game. I played through it with my best pal the other year. We had a good time. And again, more of that good cosmic horror shenanigans at the end there. I think I've played probably most Kirby games, but I don't need to go in there. I don't think my knowledge is that exhausted. I haven't played Robobot or Triple Deluxe, which is kind of a drag. Big gap in my Kirby lore knowledge. Why did I jump into that? I don't know. So I believe there's sort of two, I don't want to say sets, continuities of Kirby games. There's the Dark Matter series, which is like Dreamland 2 and 3, 64, and then you have, I don't know how you distinguish it, like the main series, like this one, Kirby's Adventure, Return to Dreamland and the Ilk, which were headed by Masahiro Sakurai, yes, Mr. Smash Bros. Himself, and they definitely have a different flavor than the others. I kind of prefer these, personally. I find the other ones are very slow-paced, and that works for them, but like your movement and your abilities are all much slower, and you don't have nearly as many combat options. Like in Dreamland 3, you have one button to attack, and that's it. But in Superstar in particular, and Return to Dreamland has this too, you have a very large moveset, which I enjoy. It's him. Well, it was him. It was the tweet. Tree, man. Okay, I just saw Joe. Hi, Joe, in chat say Kirby. And I wanted to say the tweet, but it didn't work. The way you see it, the only Kirby lore that you need to know is Kirby's cute, eats a lot, and destroys everything and anyone in his path. I mean, if they're causing trouble, usually. I don't know if that Blade Knight was causing trouble, but I destroyed him. Why are those fish wearing goggles? They can see underwater. Cute. So yeah, I think this was my first Kirby game. It might have been Dreamland 3. I don't think it was, though. Very cute. I don't know why he sneezes. Does Kirby have nose? Who knows? Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well today. I hope everyone is having a pleasant evening except this Blade Knight in particular. Yeah, that's right. I remember back in the day being so delighted that, look, he's got a little green hat on just like Link. How far we've come. I wonder if I can actually open... Yeah, so this has a very large... Well, Sword doesn't have a huge move list. But there's a few things you can do with Sword. Some abilities have a lot of stuff you can do, like Fighter or Ninja. We'll get to it eventually. Pew. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well today. Hope everybody had a nice, safe weekend, ideally. A few years later, Kirby actually took Link's hat. Oh. I hate Kracko. Well, this is Kracko Jr., I think, but... Boo. Peter Pan Kirby, that's right. I don't need fairy dust to fly, though. Just the tears of my enemies. Ho ho. Has anybody else here played Superstar before? I know a couple of you have, and I know at least Dawn has said that she has not played any Kirby. And now that you have a Switch, maybe at some point you should try Star Allies. Because I enjoyed it. And I don't think Star Allies is a very difficult game. Although I think Kirby games in general are usually fairly easy to just get through, but if you want to do all the bonus stuff and the boss rushes and whatnot, they can provide more of a challenge, which I appreciate. Although a lot of the time I don't bother to do the boss rushes. I find boss rushes kind of dull. Hope the volume's still good, by the way, because I really enjoy the music in this game. That poor bastard. The computer helpers aren't really the most reliable, but they're trying. Ooh. I wish I kept my sword, honestly. This is not the best ability to use. Oh, there we go. You lived. Am I a speedrunner? No. I could be if I really wanted to, but I've played this game a lot. Plus, Spring Breeze here is kind of a remake of Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. I had to think about that for a second. I always think Kirby's Adventure is the first one, but no, Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy was the first one. So this one's really short. Yeah, if you've played Superstar Ultra, you've basically played this game with some more bells and whistles. Although honestly, you know what? I'm gonna get Bomb. Oh, you're not Bomb. You know, fine. I'll get Parasol. Superstar Ultra, in some ways, I think the music in particular is not as good. There's a certain tinny quality that it has that I'm not a big fan of. Hang on. Look, on the right. It's Mayro and Lugo, Todd, and Bird. Oh yeah, that's right. This is on the SNES Online. If you have a Switch membership. So if you like what you see and you want to play some Kirby and you have a Switch Online membership, yeah, you should get on that. Bye. Oh. Morri. Yeah, Spring Breeze is pretty quick. Big boy. But then we get into the real meat of the game. Okay, I shouldn't do that. What game do I think I could speedrun if I had to speedrun a game? Oh, that's tough. I mean, if I were to speedrun it casually, without the intent of, okay, I'm gonna just crack down and spend months practicing and refining my skills to one day achieve the top of the leaderboards, because I don't have the attention span for that. If I was to casually speedrun something, maybe Donkey Kong Country 2? Maybe Super Mario World? I feel like the Donkey Kong Country 2 lends itself better to quickly go through levels. I used to, I guess, kind of speedrun individual levels in Donkey Kong Country 2 because I like the flow of that game so much, if that makes sense. What about the rest of you? Do any of you speedrun at all, or enjoy speedrunning, or even just watching speedruns, really? And speaking of speedruns, race through Gourmet World to the finish, gobbling up all the tasty treats you can find. Speaking of memes on Nico Nico Doga, Gurumere. This song itself is... I'm sure you've heard this song before. No. But I still get a tutorial. Beat King DDD to the goal. Collect points by eating as much food as you can. I should show the tutorial screen at least once. It's kind of cute. Boom. Now here's some real speedrunning action. He's catching up to me. Go, 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 go. Just let DDD break that. Ugh. Go, 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 go. Yeah. I gotta play Tropical Freeze. Again, more recommendations to play that. I don't know what else I would speedrun if you, like, put a gun to my head. Please don't put a gun to my head. My fear is that, like, I would try and speedrun something that I'm really fond of, and I'd get sick of it, but I suppose if it was just like a casual, I'm gonna try and get through this game really fast, and not, again, a concerted effort to make myself the best at it. I mean, even this game would probably be a good candidate. Maybe Nightmare in Dreamland. Nightmare in Dreamland has, like, the Game Boy Advanced remake of Kirby's Adventure. Has actually an unlockable Meta Nightmare mode where you essentially speedrun through the game. Actually, no, I don't want Jet. I want Wing. Like, you can't save, and you're just trying to get through the game as fast as possible. I think, actually, Superstar Ultra, if memory serves, also has something that's... they might even still call it Meta Nightmare mode, I forget. But, again, you just try and get through every game with Meta Knight. I don't know why I didn't slide kick that. Go, 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 go. Ugh, candy cane, gross. I don't like peppermint. I'm sorry, I'm not actively reading the chat right now. I should probably watch where I'm going, maybe. Kabocha. This is too much food, Kirby. Where are you putting it all? Soda, candy canes, juice. Watch your sugar, Kirbo. Watching them is fascinating, but you don't think you'd ever do it yourself. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You find all the sequence breaks and speed runs interesting, but you think it'd be too stressful for you to try to do one yourself. That's how I feel too. Also, I just like this music. You know what? I didn't let happen. Let me sit on the screen for a second. There is a little intro movie. On the subject of doing game things quickly, you remember Nintendo Power having a challenge for Banjo-Kazooie back in the day. They wanted you to complete Mumbo's Mountain, every item in under 30 minutes. And for some reason, as a kid, you couldn't do it no matter how hard you try. Hang on. Okay, anyway. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Well, you can see the cute tutorial. So fast forward 20-something years later to you playing the Xbox port, and you clear Mumbo's Mountain in under 20 minutes without even trying. It's interesting going back to stuff that we played when we were little and seeing how much our skills have evolved, huh? Like even when I was replaying Mario Galaxy, and I remember the Bouldergeist Daredevil Comet caused me a little bit of grief, but then I did it, well, I did it second try. I had, oh, can I not? So I have to reset. No, I just, can I, are you gonna make me reset the console, air quotes? I guess you are. Anyway. But yeah, I did it second try. After I blew myself up when I had to hit it one more time. You wonder what was so difficult about it to you as a kid? I think, I don't know, especially like early days of 3D platforming in games. It takes a while to sort of refine our skill sets. Someone give DDD a cookie. No. He hasn't earned his cookie. Dynablade is destroying all the crops. She must be stopped. Master the different abilities and defeat her. Sure. I will fight the board. I don't remember if this has an intro cinematic. I know it does if you hit new game. I really like the sprite work in these games. No. Why you patronize me? Oh, I can press start and get past that. I forgot. Ow. I wonder what would be the most, like, modern game I would speedrun. Maybe some kind of Mario game. But I play a lot of Mario. I feel like that's the easy answer. You know what? Maybe I would speedrun Splatoon. Like the single-player campaign? That sounds like fun to me. Ow! Can't believe you can shoot diagonals. Dynablade has burned our crops, poisoned our water supply, and delivered a plague onto our houses. Also, she doesn't put away her shopping carts after she leaves the grocery store. Which is like the ultimate evil. She did? No, but are we just gonna sit around and find out? No. We are gonna fight this bird. Because, I don't know. Maybe Kirby got bored. Needed to beat something up. I wonder if I can... Nah. I guess I need that beam down there. Not that I need the one up. Boop. Kirby got bored, so he fights bored. I don't know why I keep saying bird with a heavy Eastern European accent. There's just something about it that it keeps coming up that way. It's fun. You should try it. Do I need that? Do I want sword? Parasol is like my brand. I'm gonna keep it. Is it because of the villain in Iron Man 2? No. It was before that. What was that guy's name again? I know he had the board. Also, this guy, Kaboo. Oh, thanks for Kibble. I think that's partially why I read the character in Bug Fables' name, Kaboo. I've heard some people say Kabu? But if I would only say Kabu if it had one B. Anyway. Kaboo because of that moai head looking fella. No, that's not where I need to go. Fast, fast, fast. Carrie, hi! Yeah, I'm playing some Kirby. Thank you for joining me for a Kirby stream today, since it's Kirby's birthday and all. Fat cat. Carrie and I actually, was it last year or the year? I don't even remember anymore. Time is fake. Carrie on her channel and I, we actually tag team streamed this game together. Where I was player 2 and she was Kirb. And that was a good time. She kept accidentally pressing what I like to call the kill Morri button, which is the A button, which will make you drop your power up and will, if you're not holding anything, will obliterate your partner here, your helper. Boy, that, if I had a nickel. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's okay. Though he frequently says, I want my board. Ivan Vanka, that sounds right. Backstabbing is essential for any co-op. You know what, yeah. My brother and I try to play nice, but doesn't always happen. It was a few years back? What? Here's some good music, I say, as if the whole game soundtrack isn't good. If I'm quiet for a bit, it's because I'm just grooving out. Oh no! It was a trap room. Ow. How dare you wield your axe in my face? I am but a humble curb with a fancy umbrella. It wasn't backstabbing, it was accidental. Yeah, it was accidental, I'm pretty sure, but it was funny. Wait, ninja is an interesting ability to me, because there are some abilities in Kirby games that I feel I am incapable of using without injuring myself, and ninja is definitely one of them. Come on. Really? Okay. Fussy hitbox. I also can't seem to use ball from the first game without injuring myself. Can anybody use that without injuring themselves? I remember the heavy mole boss in Kirby's Adventure. I think, like, you were not supposed to, or not, sorry, not like you have to use this, but like it was, I think, designed to be fought with the ball ability, and I tried and I would just get myself killed. Oh, okay. Boom. That's what I got now. I'm curious what everyone's sort of first game in, like, notable game franchises has been. Like, this is my first Kirby game. My first Mario game, I think, might have actually been Mario 3, but the first one I owned, I believe, was Mario World. My first Zelda game was A Link to the Past, that kind of thing. Bomb is not great for this. Come on. There we go. Did I see the Superstar Super Groupies collab? No. What is that? Please explain. I would like to hear more. Your first Mario game was either the first game or World. First Zelda was A Link to the Past. First Kirby was Superstar. First Metroid was Super Metroid. I think my first Metroid was Metroid Zero Mission on the Game Boy Advance, which was a remake of the first one. Oh, here's another ability I can never use without injuring myself. Let's do it. Sonic 1, Mario 64, Kirby 64, Oracle of Ages, Battle Network 3. Oracle of Ages is good stuff. I know a lot of people seem to prefer Seasons, but I kind of prefer Ages because it was my first one. Boop. Boop. See, there's the injuring myself. No, Oracle of Seasons. That's okay. At first I was good. I was thinking, oh, Oracle of Ages for solidarity, but no. I don't want to ride you. Please. Sir. There we go. It's a set of really cute fashion accessories all themed after each game in Superstar. Oh, that's adorable. I would love to see this. But these guys were just like chilling out here. I don't know, maybe they were standing in line to buy something and I just plow through them all. You've yet to finish Oracle of Ages? Aww. I'd like to see a remake of the Oracle series. Like on the Switch or something. Maybe even with like the third game that they had planned until they realized, oh, that would be too much to program. Because then there'd be too many different orders you could play through all the games in. Ow! No, please, I want my hammer. There we go. Pew. Not until Breath of the Wild 2 is released. I wonder how that's going. I mean, probably because of pandemic and all that. I'm sure it was delayed. I just want more of my favorite Zelda, as in my favorite iteration of the Princess Zelda. Not that there aren't, like, a selection of really great Zeldas, but Big Nerd Zelda was very cute. And that short hair, very cute. Mostly I hope we get to play as her. Yeah, Oracle of Secrets, Justice for Furore. You remember knowing a lot of people when you were a kid who thought Ocarina of Time was the first Zelda game and it drove you up the wall. I think I shared the story on stream, right, of I once, a few years ago, had a customer with a wallet that had, like, the Hylian Crest on it, and I asked them, oh, what's your favorite Zelda game? And they said, I have to go with the original Ocarina of Time. And I just shriveled inside. I don't mean in that like a gatekeepery, like, oh, how do you not know this kind of way, but oh, I feel old kind of way. But then I guess it's nothing compared to people who started with, Alcia started with the original Zelda, which I've tried briefly. I never really gave it a fair shot, but I remember trying to play the original Zelda on more than one occasion and thinking, man, Link to the Past and future games have really spoiled me because it's a little, ow, clunky? I mean, you know, for its time, it was really great, but like, even the fact that you can only stab straight ahead, you can't slash your sword in an arc, and how, like, the hints are really vague and you don't really have a clear direction of where to go, which the sense of exploration, I think, especially then, would be really fun and would facilitate, you know, long, careful playthroughs, but I'm not really patient enough to just wander around aimlessly and hope I stumble across where I need to go next. I do have a fun memory of watching my brother try and play the original Zelda on... There was this, like, special collector's disc you could get if you had a Nintendo Power subscription, I believe. We had one of those. It had, like, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Zelda 1 and 2, and then, like, a 20-minute demo of Wind Waker. And I watched him try and play the first Zelda, and boy, he got murdered by a really aggressive Octorok. I don't fault him for it, man. That thing wanted him dead. Oh, hi, Avenge! Welcome! You remember the saying Ocarina of Time is the original, you would have struggled to keep your mouth shut? I mean, even if I wasn't in customer service mode, I think I wouldn't have said anything because I wouldn't want to risk sounding like a gatekeeper. I think I just... I'm like the Crypt Keeper. Bugsy. Do not suplex. No, I want to get him with the upwards hammer whack. It does a lot of damage. There we go. See? Powerful. Even though Majora is better. One of these days I gotta play the 3DS remake of Majora. Because it sounds like it fixes a lot of, I don't even want to say issues I had with the original game, so to speak. I guess waiting around for stuff to happen is an issue. The fact you've beaten every official single-player Zelda game is a gaming accomplishment you're proud of. You should be. What's the hardest one, you think? Also, I realized I forgot to get a secret back here. I don't say enough puns to be the Crypt Keeper. Don't test me. You're first to the original Mario Bros. Superstar Ocarina of Time. It breaks Deku Link movement and Zora swimming though. How so? You know, I think the room I skipped over that I need Mirror to open. Zelda 2 is the hardest for sure. Zelda 2 is just the black sheep. That's what I've heard. Like, it's so easy to die and just, it's hard to level up and, you know, and then if you die, you have to backtrack a lot. And, ooh, that's the worst. That's what I've heard some people say, that, like, it's a good game, but it's really difficult. And if you go into it expecting more of the same from the first Zelda, you might be in for a shock. Okay, here we go. Deku Link was made slower for no reason, and Zora swimming is just way harder to control. I remember renting Majora's Mask and having a good time just screwing around, swimming in the ocean, doing sweet flips out of the sea. Well, not really flips, jumps, but do I want any of these? Or do I want to just keep Mirror? And maybe I'll keep Mirror for the aesthetic. Clown. The 3DS Zora swimming doesn't let you do the fast jumps without using magic? What? So I gotta chug some, is it Romani milk? I think is the name of the fancy stuff that gives you infinite magic until you reset the clock, but of course you gotta do a bunch of side questing to get it. Chateau Romani, there we go. I knew it wasn't quite Romani milk, but you knew what I meant. Waterfall of hot dogs, waterfall of hot dogs. A landmark. Majora's Mask 3D butchered the bosses, especially Twin Mold. Really? How so? I would like to know. Give me your controversial Zelda opinions, everybody. Ow. Stop. Swaddle Doo apparently has some Zelda opinions. Was it implied that Chateau Romani was alcoholic? I believe it was, yes. I mean, you can find, Ingo. Well, I don't think he's called Ingo. Like, the Gorman Troop leader? It's like I'm trying to pull these names out of the back of my brain. In the bar, obviously, off his rocker, so to speak. Oh, I have no control over these. Donkey Kong Country, this is not your dream waterfall. I don't know if that was really worth the detour, but okay. I think I'd have to make a concerted effort to lose 19 lives. I can't break this with the from where I'm... No. I don't even need it. The new bosses aren't made out of paper like the original. Twin Mold does take a tad too long, though. Chateau is alcoholic milk. Are there, like, alcoholic... Like, is there fermented milk out there that becomes alcoholic? I'm not sure. Probably, right? Super yogurt. I know there's, I think a Korean beverage that's, I think, yogurt flavored? I've seen bottles of it before, but I don't remember the name of it at all, so that's of no help. You wonder if alcoholic cheese is a thing. Oh, so, well, I know I've had cheese that's, like, flavored with, like, red wine, but it's not alcoholic. I suppose you could just, if you could somehow make alcoholic cheese, you could skip the cheese and wine board and just go all in on the cheese to get smashed. something called kumis? Am I saying that right? You once saw a bottle of adult chocolate milk. Oh, that's just like chocolate milk, but with life problems. No! Jeez. I'll see ya. Those fellas that steal your junk, oops, are called, TAC, T-A-C, but in all caps. I remember someone years ago theorizing that it stands for Take Attack Cat, because they steal your junk. Razin Frazin. I'm gonna die. Oh, well, I got my hammer back at least. Fondue is winding it off, and oh. I remember in Winnipeg, some years ago, my family went to a fondue restaurant. It was interesting. Fondue's a bit much for me. You know what I want to try though is hot pot. It's kind of similar, you know, you dunk something into something hot to cook it. Sort of. Ow! What's the name of the Majora's Mask thief? Sakon? Yeah. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm choosing to say it. Can you, like, kill that guy? Like, if you shot him with an arrow, like, the bomb bag the bombs he was carrying would explode, and he'd just be gone? Or am I, like, grossly misremembering? You know, I'm gonna make another bonkers. Yeah. You like fondue, but you wouldn't want to share it with others as it's a little unsanitary. I try not to think about that. But yeah, not something I would, like, go out of my way to have. Oh, they're both on me. Stop it. Stop it. You could murder Sakon. Okay. Sakon? I don't know. All these names I've never said out loud. Oh. You appreciate me sharing with my partner even though my HP is full. It's habit. Also, hello, Andorra. I guess it's harder for me to read the chat consistently when I'm playing a more action-oriented game. I mean, I have 20 lives. I'm sure I could afford to be a little reckless here. Sakon. That's how I've always said it, so that's gonna be my assumption. I kind of like sword for this actually, because you bounce off her when you hit it. But no, I'm gonna keep hammer. The problem with Majora's Mask bosses was that you just didn't know what to attack, but maybe if there was a giant eyeball on all of them. I was thinking while playing the Link's Awakening remake that, man, like, Zelda bosses are really committed to the whole aesthetic of just giant googly eyes, and I respect it. Oh no, my hammer. And I guess bonkers too, but like, whatever. Please no grab. Ugh. No, just let me hit board. There we go. You tend to pronounce names in video games you're not sure about as if they're Japanese. Me too! I know, it's just easier that way. Oh! Babies! Or as Mario would say, babies! Even though I haven't streamed partners in time. At least Wind Waker Goma covered the giant eye with armor. The most sensible thing any eyeball boss has done. Like, how uncomfortable would that be, getting dust in your eyes? I like how they kind of have little saddles like Yoshi. Oh. Clumsy. Well, their mom is okay, somehow, even though I hit her with a hammer multiple times. Heartwarming. Congratulations, children, I murdered your mother. She's fine. She'll show up in the Kirby anime, made of wonky CG. Do I want to do Great Cape Offensive or Revenge of Meta Knight first? Does anybody have any opinions on which one you'd like to see? In the meantime, I'm going to try one of the side games. Pay attention to the power gauge and watch the pendulum. That's all the help you get. Look at Bandana Waddle Dee. Oh, that was way too soon. To be continued in Air Ride while she'll stomp on everything. Yes. But if you fly into her head, she drops so many power-ups. You love how Wispy Woods is like, I didn't agree to this. You know what, like, not just Zelda, but there we go. Nintendo loves. Cool, I bisected Popstar. You know what Nintendo loves? Are also hand bosses. Or the hands are the weak point, like Bongo Bongo in the Shadow Temple. Or, that... I don't remember what it's called in Mario 64 in the, in Shifting Sandlands and the Pyramid. There's the thing with the eyeballs on the hands. And then there's the fellow, in Mario Odyssey. And I'm suddenly blanking on other ones, but... iRock, there we go. Yeah, and Andros, too! That's a big one. I can't remember a lot of Zelda boss names, I think, because a lot of them are just silly. Like, Link to the Past, like... Argus, with 2 R's. Or Trinex, with 2 X's. Very, like, extreme cool letters. Great Cave Offensive? Okay. Let's do it. I gotta play Donkey Kong on the Game Boy. Like, your recommendations of making me think about, like, maybe I should get a Game Boy emulator. Oh, there he goes. I was also thinking I want to play, I think, for Frog the Bell Tolls, which is what, where Prince Richard, in Link's Awakening comes from. I think there's a fan translation of it released a little while ago. You're gonna give me the tutorial anyway. Donkey Kong 94 is really good. What about DK64 Kappa? 64 is not as good, but, you know, it has its moments, I think. There's some things I don't like in it, but there's some things I really like. He lost his cute hat. I think, well, last stream. Was it just last stream? I was ranting about how broken Beaver Bother is. I wonder if speedrunners have ever gotten stopped by Beaver Bother, especially the one in Creepy Steeple. Is it Creepy Steeple? No, that's Paper Mario. A Creepy Castle? That place. The one that I could never beat. Like, I wonder if they ever try getting 100% in the game and then, like, they waste a lot of time on Beaver Bother. Because it just doesn't work well. Are you 100% of the Xbox version of Banjo-Kazooie last night? All Chivos as well. Well done! I didn't know they added Chivos. I'm not surprised. Like, what kind of achievements are there? Did they add achievements that you get for, like, doing something silly in the game? I hope so. Welcome to bonus stage! Haunts your nightmares. Same. Some of those bonus games are just really stressful. Actually, I want Wing. I'm gonna take Wing. You've played for the Frog the Bell Tolls. Okay, there is a translation. I remember reading about one a ways back, so I felt like I can't be crazy, right? It's gotta be real. Go, 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 go. No! No, hit the other one. I mean, that works too, I guess. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, I guess I had it mixed up which one opens what. Oh. Knuckle Joe! Useless. The achievements are mostly for, or mainly just for 100% completion and normal progress. Okay, they're not too crazy then. Oh, I did it again. We will do this. Boy, I'm thinking about streaming this with Carrie and how much easier it was to get some of the treasures. Oh, come on! Just on account of having a second person to, like, hit switches and stuff. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this! Why did I stop? Why did I stop? The last one you did was complete all the bottles puzzles. Okay, no, focus, focus, focus. There we go, we did it. If I've never really seen of any For the Frog, I'll probably be just surprised about its gameplay. I don't really know anything about it except that I've heard it's good and, you know, the Link's Awakening cameos. So I'd like to get around to playing it at some point. I guess it's just one of those things that I gotta actually sit myself down and do. And, you know, me of the short attention span. I've also been playing sort of on the side, along with Link's Awakening, when I kind of want to do something that's less action-oriented and more I just want to wander around and figure stuff out, is I've been playing this... You fool! I needed that! Ah! Don't make me annihilate you, Knuckle Joe. I've been playing Paradise Killer, which is, I think the best way I could describe it is like a vaporwave murder mystery? Which might make sense if you see it. I suppose it's the kind of thing one might call a weird game, but I have a very high tolerance for weird. So the world building is interesting, and the character designs, and the character names even are all really out there. But you just kind of accept it. Is anybody else familiar with it? It's been something so far. It kind of took me a bit to really understand, I think, the whole world and everything that's going on in it. But once it clicked, there's so many things to pick up, though. I wasn't expecting there to be so much, like, wandering around and parkouring off stuff. I don't think I need to pick up all the little relics on the ground, but I have to. Oof. It's called Paradise Killer. I've been playing it on this computer that I've been streaming on right now. Hang on, I need to go there first. Because I was originally gonna just play it on my laptop, but then it wound up being a really... Oh, do I need to swap powers? Fine. It's a really, memory-intensive game. It's got so many graphics. All these megs and megs of memories. But it's nice playing it on a system that I think can handle it. All the environmental detail. God, I need an ability. My nose itches. There's a bottle do over here. There we go. You don't think you've heard of it? I don't know if it's still on sale on Steam, but it's there. I wonder if there's I know there was a demo of it at some point. I don't know if there still is. It might be one of those, like, I know a lot of games these days that have their demos tied with, like, say, like, online developer conferences and whatnot, or, like, themed weeks, so you can only access the demos at specific times, which is a little irksome. So I don't know if it's still available, but it exists. It's on Switch, too. Oh, perfect. That way you don't have to worry about, will it make my computer explode? Oh man, these graphics are state-of-the-art. Graphics, I'm not even gonna try and do a strong bad voice. Although I saw earlier on Twitter, there's a demo of Miitopia available on the Switch. And somebody has used all the robust makeup features in the game to make an eerily accurate strong bad me. Like, eerily accurate. Which is cool. Ow. Wasn't that Resident Evil 8 demo only available for a few hours? Yeah, and I think you could only play it for an hour or something as well. I mean, I get that they're probably trying to build up hype, you know, by limiting the availability of it. But at the same time, like, if you're not around or available to actually play during the designated times, then it's frustrating missing out, you know, especially if you're not, like, 100% sold on something. You think, oh, it might be cool, but I don't know If it's for me, I want to try it out, and you can't. I remember reading a little while ago about this game called Loop Hero. That sounded cool. But I thought, well, I want to try it. And there was a demo, but I think it's, again, one of those, like, limited release limited release demos. So I cannot play it, which is a drag. I need Cutter. It's definitely, like, a very, again, avant-garde sort of game. I could try and sum up even, like, the world that the game takes place on, but it's... let's see. You play as an investigator named Lady Love Dies, that is her name, who has been living in exile for just over 3 million days, but is suddenly brought back to investigate the murder of this entire council that heads the syndicate, which was she was originally a part of. And this whole syndicate is dedicated towards... Okay, I needed that, you dirtbag. Towards crafting this perfect island paradise and reviving... Yeah, I don't care about that guy. Reviving old gods. And to do so, they need to kidnap citizens from the real world and have them generate psychic energy by praying. Except doing so improperly invites demonic activity, which will ruin the island, and so they'll have to slaughter all the citizens and destroy the island and start all over again. And anyway, before they can move on to island attempt number 25, which they're feeling very optimistic about, they have called it Perfect 25. The whole council was murdered, and you have to solve it. Everybody got that? Good, because it's going to be on the test. Whatever happened to demo discs? Go back to GameCube and PS1. I never got to play any GameCube demo disc, which is a little sad. Do I want a buddy with me? Yeah. Okay. Alright, you're Samir now. Oh, no, see, it's Lady Love Dies. 3 separate words. I think that's one of the, like, the least unusual names. I think the weirdest one I've encountered is someone named Dr. Doomjazz. Yes, he is a medical doctor. He has a bright pink mohawk and doesn't wear a shirt. His arms are artificial, and he has, like, skulls on them. And did I mention he speaks with a really thick Scottish accent? Because he does. I'll see ya. For so long, can I just point out Fatty Whale here, the boss? For so long I thought Fatty Whale was wearing, like, a little, like, colored shirt and a red tie. Like a business whale, but no, he's wearing a little sailor getup, a Seda Huku. Double Dash came with a demo disc? Man, my copy of Double Dash didn't have a demo disc. I feel cheated. Oh, see, no, it's Doom and Jazz are separate words. I don't know his opinion on Jazz, unfortunately. I feel like the Jazz is not related to himself as a person. Isn't most jazz Doom Jazz? It's a matter of opinion. I suppose it depends on how you feel about jazz. I like playing jazz, but I don't actually like listening to it very much. I think it's a little, like, especially freeform jazz. I don't know, it's not the kind of thing I can really jam out to. There's, like, a time and place for it. Are they just picking 3 random words for names? They're not always 3 random words. A couple of them, I suppose. Like, there's somebody named Sam Daybreak, who is a bright red skeleton, who is a bartender, and speaks with a, everybody has an interesting accent. I guess, like, they're not all from the same place. Like, Lady Love Dies has an English accent. She's from Britain. Someone else has an accent from Kenya. Dr. Doom Jazz is Scottish. Sam Daybreak is Turkish. There's somebody named Akiko 14, as in the numerical 1-4. Not even 14 spelled out, it's just a 1-4. And she keeps cursing at Lady Love Dies in Romanian. Very rude. She's not very nice. She's a soldier, I suppose it's to be expected. Yeah, exactly. No, she's not a robot. She's a person. She's a very angry person who I had to look up what some of the things she says are in Romanian, and I had to look it up. I had to look up the fact that, oh, Romanian, I see what that is. They're very rude. So that was cool. Yeah, again, it's very strange. Oh, I needed that guy. But I've been finding it's kind of a nice, like, walk around, explore. I think my favorite character I've encountered is a demon name. What was... No, I needed that. His name is, like... Shin... Or... I can't... It's one of those really long demon names, like apostrophes in it. But he says, just call me Shinji. He's like the best character in the game. Boy, that's been like a weird tangent, but that's what I've been playing. Let's bring this. By the way, I hope I'm not like going through Superstar too fast for folks. I know this game fairly well, so I remember where most stuff is. Oh, I want to put a bomb down. How do I put bomb down again? There's a way to put a bomb down. No, that's not, wasn't it? Hang on. Oh, you can only, okay, no, why? I have to press them at the same time. Okay. There we go. That's why it wasn't working. Mostly I know this game well. You like smooth jazz, but not the really frantic jazz. I mean, even, like, yeah, I'm not really a fan of the frantic stuff either, but even smooth jazz, there's something I need down here now. Just, I don't know, it doesn't really do it for me. It has like a place, a time and place where I can appreciate it, but I don't know why it doesn't really gel with me. Again, like, playing it as a trumpet player I thought was pretty fun. I was in jazz band as well as concert band. Like a fool. The only time you've ever seen this game was in a speedrun, so this is pretty leisurely. Yeah, the speedruns I've seen of this game is that they can perfectly time the ability roulette. So if you swallow 2 copy abilities at the same time, the copy abilities will cycle through a roulette. I'm sure you've probably seen that in other Kirby games. And they can time it because I guess it's the same cycle every time. They can time it so they get the jet ability, and then they just use jet for basically the whole game unless they need a different ability to pass an obstacle. I think it's cool they can do that, but it's kind of dull, I suppose, to watch. Okay, take bets, how many times I'm gonna miss this chest and have to go back around. Speaking of jet, I believe there's jet up here. Why don't I get it? Yeah, there it is, for novelty's sake. Do you mind? There's another one. It'll charge at me, I think. Unless that was the one. What's up ahead? Give me that. I'll get it first try. Thank you for the vote of confidence. So, the jet enemy in this game, as well as the helper version, is called Capsule J. And in Kirby Superstar Ultra, they replaced it with a much more frightening looking, I think. It has a creepy face. Helper called Capsule J2, because Capsule J itself, I think, was too similar to the Konami character Twinbee. Also, this bucket is from Mario and Wario, the SNES game that was never released here. I haven't pointed it out, but oh my god, are you kidding me? Did I walk right past one? I'll go back and get that later. I was so distracted. A lot of the treasures are references to other games, like the screwball from Metroid. And this bucket from Mario and Wario. The whip, I believe, is... I think... I'm trying to remember if it was specifically... I think it was called an indie whip in Japanese. I can't believe I missed the second treasure. Ah! Except I totally can. You know how I get when I get distracted. And if you don't, and you're new here, well, I get distracted really easily. So, just gonna have to deal with that. I hate Jet. I don't like using it because I keep injuring myself with it. Yeah, the bucket was a trophy in A trophy in Melee. Ugh. You know what? I'm just gonna... I don't want that. So yeah, Capsule J, very cute. Looks too much like Twinbee, so... and if you've only played Superstar Ultra, like I believe you said you had Zarthwomp, then you would have only seen Capsule J2, which is not nearly as cute. It has like a, I don't know, this surly looking face that I don't trust. It's like a very boxy airplane. You okay? That's how I feel. It's like me trying to stay afloat emotionally in these trying times. Ow. See ya. A trophy in Melee. A trophy in Melee. Ho ho ho. Sorry, no. It's not even Bowser's Inside Story Night. I can't be doing French accents of dubious quality now. Stupid Gordos. Anyway, I shouldn't yammer so much because the music in this game is good. Ah, there we go. Wow, $100. Kirby has no concept of money. Kirby has no concept of commerce. Maybe they touched on that in an episode of the anime, I don't know. The Kirby anime is wild. The one that was released here is Kirby Right Back at Ya. Sure was a thing. I didn't miss anything in there, right? I can't believe I can't get myself for this. This is one of those streams where like I'm gonna go back and see the recording and just be like, really? Really, me? Ugh. There's a Magatama. I think there's a green one somewhere. What's the exchange rate between dollar and G? Oops, not that. This. Pretty good, I suppose. Nothing quite as drastic as the Mushroom Kingdom and the Bean Kingdom. For you, it's the other way around. You like Capsule J2's confident grin. You can't help but feel a bit creeped out by Capsule J on the grounds that he gives off Big Daddy vibes. Oh no, this is just a Bioshock prequel. There's a crossover I've never thought of before. But you know what? First time for everything. Would you kindly, but said in Kirby's baby voice. Or an Adam Sandler prequel. No, that is infinitely more cursed than a Bioshock crossover. Ow. Why must you forsake me? There's not even anything down there. Ow. Stop. I'm sure someone has drawn Kirby wearing a Big Daddy helmet. You mean like, you know, the diving bell style helmet a la Bioshock, and not like Kirby wearing the skin of Adam Sandler, right? Just so we're clear on this. Oh no. I don't think it's a stream without me going, oh no, it's something in the chat anyway, so. I am not the only one saying curse things here. Okay, okay, I got all the stuff. What am I fighting in here? What do I want? What do I want? You know what? I'm gonna take Fighter. I haven't used... Alright, I guess you're back. I haven't used Fighter yet. I remember being at a convention once, and I've talked about, I think, doing like a video game challenge before at a convention. Where, like, you know, they would select people from the audience to participate and form teams, and I was watching a round once where I was not in any of the participating teams, and a question asked to them was, how do you spell this? And they played a clip of from Street Fighter, Tatsumaki Senpyu Kyaku. And everybody in the audience and the groups were just like, what? What? Those aren't words. And I'm thinking, oh, Tatsumaki Senpyu Kyaku. The pipes are broken. I forgot about that. I have barely played Street Fighter before. I think I've said last stream, I find a lot of fighting games to feel very claustrophobic in a way, but I don't think I can articulate that. I think maybe because, like, aside from the one screen of gameplay, you know, there's no, like, running around or exploring places or getting character interactions, and I don't know. I think that's the best way I can explain it. You do enjoy you some fighters? What kind of fighters you like? I like Smash Bros, but that I feel does not have the claustrophobic feel. Especially because the stages are more open and you can just do sillier stuff. And for me, just the way the controls are, I can play a lot more reactionary instead of trying to remember combos. I never really had the attention span for that. Okay, we're good, we're good. Blaze Blue, Sumabura. You can never do the moves in non-Smash Bros. Fighting games. Yeah, I got that problem too. Like, if I just sat down and tried to learn, but it's like, I don't wanna. Can I... No. Man, I wanna... No, not this. I keep opening the wrong thing. Okay. I think I'm gonna get Parasol here. There's a lot of lava to injure yourself on. I'm gonna try and make that Waddle Doo to the right respawn, so I don't know how long this Knuckle Joe is gonna last. It's time for the Honeybee Inn minigame for you. How have they, have they adjusted that at all for the remake? I haven't played a lot of the original Final Fantasy VII, but I played up to there at least. I'm trying to remember exactly where I stopped. I mean, I know it was before the end of Disc 1. I really like Aerith. I wasn't expecting to like her as much as I do. I was fully expecting, you know, typical JRPG. Do you mind Wayfish Magical Girl? And that's not what happened, so I'm happy. I mean, I'm not happy about what happens to her eventually. Aerith is so sassy in the remake and you love it. That's what I've heard too. Like, I've seen screenshots and stuff of her, and it just delights me to my core. And I remember her being fairly sassy in the original too, but especially the remake. Like, she was spunky. It's not what I was expecting. I remember years ago trying to design characters that were sort of, not exactly the opposite, but not what one would expect from, like, a typical JRPG. In the sense that, like, say the Wayfish... I don't know if you, like, if it was the Wayfish healer was a Wayfish dude instead of a Wayfish lady, or just, like, a big, burly dude. Autumn time. I could just hit this and drop him into the abyss below, but I actually want the hammer. Your only actual exposure to Aerith is Kingdom Hearts, where she is just bland lady. It didn't... I don't know, does the more recent Kingdom Hearts even have any Final Fantasy in it? I'm not sure. I remember hearing, like, there's very little compared to how much there used to be. And I remember, again, I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I'm not the authority on anything, but I remember being frustrated that, like, a lot of the representation was for, you know, like, Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 10. And at the time, because, you know, I was surprised at how much I liked Final Fantasy 9. I'm like, where... Oh no, where's the Final Fantasy 9 representation? I don't know, I don't want to die. I need this hammer. Heck. And I mean, and then in Kingdom Hearts 2, we did get Vivi, albeit very briefly. But it's something. Oh, can't believe I gently brushed the top of a Waddle Dee and died. Auron is from 10. Kingdom Hearts does no justice to her sass. You think in Kingdom Hearts 3 has one Moogle and that's it? What? How the mighty have fallen. And supposedly Yoroza, I don't know who that character is, please forgive me, might be a Trap Noctis from 15, but that's another game to reveal. Goodness. You still haven't beaten Final Fantasy 9. I'm not judging. You're very close to the end. You think you just passed the You're Not Alone scene. Oh, that is a very good scene. Good music there. Oh. I'd also like more, like, just more representation from, like, the earlier Final Fantasies. Like, 6. I think Setzer's in Kingdom Hearts. And what's Setzer gonna do? I don't even, like, I have a vague, now, recollection of Setzer being in there, but I don't even remember what he does. I mean, I don't know if we can have gambling and getting drunk after the apocalypse in a Disney game. Stop. They show up in Remind for like 3 minutes. You're surprised Kefka was never in Kingdom Hearts. I think he'd be... Oh my goodness. I think he'd be too much for it. I don't know, would you really want to see a Kingdom Hearts-esque Kefka? There we go. Jeez. Only the original crew for the first Kingdom Hearts, so Yuffie, Sid, Leon, and Aerith. Oh right, Leon, air quotes. Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, Mr. Saturn from Earthbound. I remember, like, wondering, what is a Mr. Saturn when I picked it up, because at the time, I was not familiar with Earthbound. My eyes had not yet been opened. My brother had this thing where, in Melee, every time a Mr. Saturn would show up, he would go out of his way to pick it up and throw it off the stage. What has Mr. Saturn ever done to you? Setzer's in the prologue of 2 where he's an adult who beats kids in a playground, hit each other with sticks tournament. That was it. What did they call that again? Because that's where the only time Vivi showed up too was as well. Like, Struggle? I think it was called like Struggle or something. He calls himself, or you mean Leon? Is there a reason they changed Squall's name to Leon? I thought that was just kind of an edgelord thing, but I don't know enough of the details. He failed to protect a radiant garden from the Heartless. Sorry about your everything, Squall. I knew what you meant. I got a treasure box inside the treasure box. Unfortunately, Kirby will never open this treasure box. You don't get to see how far the recursion goes. Okay, this is a little untoward. I'm actually gonna make a quick save state here, just because if I screw this up, it's backtracking. And I don't want to subject everybody to that. Which way am I going? Left, I think? Yeah. Nope, out. Okay. If you don't grab that chest right away, you just get squished. No! There's a skull on the right side, so you know you done screwed up. Gimme! There we go. Perfect. Okay. It is weird how the only non-Final Fantasy VII character to show up. Just people really love Final Fantasy VII, I guess. You remember when you went to the Smash Bros. Brawl midnight release at GameStop? There was a guy cosplaying as Squall there for some reason. Maybe he was just really hopeful that Final Fantasy VIII would somehow get representation in Smash. I mean, we did get Cloud, so anything's possible, I suppose. I should stop doing that. I can use Ninja and see how much I injure myself here. That really upset you in 3. In the first game, we're told Hollow Bastion is where all the Final Fantasy characters are from. And the sequel, you see it in the distance undergoing renovations, and in 3, it's not in it? Really? Ow. Oh, I'm already doing great. You know what? One Winged Angel is like, it's a cool song, but I feel like it overstays its welcome. Like, it gets old fairly fast. I hate Ninja. Can't use it. But I think Dancing Mad is really good. Spit out the paintballs. Spit out the paintballs! Yeah. This is a unique ability that you can only get from this enemy and one more boss, I believe. Really shouldn't have taken Ninja. Really? You were expecting Hollow Bastion to be a hub. Just disappointment. Disappointment in Frozen characters. Actually, I'm gonna go back. I think I need a hammer, though. There's no reason to go back to Radiant Garden. You technically go back in the DLC, but you're only in one room and you can't leave it. Oh, that's a letdown. I don't even know what Radiant Garden is, but... I mean, you know, when you want to see a place and then you're just teased with it. Oh, I think I need rock. I think I need, yeah, rock and cutter. Or at least Ninja works. Ninja will cut things. I think I can get rock up ahead. Oh, Hollow Bastion is Radiant Garden. See, this is how little I know Kingdom Hearts. So I appreciate you folks filling in the blanks for me, because I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, this is the switch. Okay, maybe I'll try. This thing is easier to get with 2 people. Okay, there's a switch. Where is it? It's here. Go, go, go. There we go. Game Pass has all the Kingdom Hearts games available. Nah, you're good. Look at this person who clearly didn't beat Sephiroth. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is on PC now, sooner in the near future. Oh, I don't think I wanted to go here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I think. Ow. Ah, dang it. It baffles you how they got... Is it Lance Bass? Is that how you say his name? I was never into boy bands. But it baffles you how they got him to voice Sephiroth in the first game, and Mandy Moore to voice Aerith. I feel like, I don't even remember if the acting was good or not, because I know a lot of the time, you know, especially, I think about dubs of Studio Ghibli movies done by Disney. And there's other offenders, but I think they're the worst ones, where they'll pick a screen actor or something who maybe has, like clout from their name, but Voice acting and acting on screen are two different skills, and they don't always coincide. Sean Astin for Hercules, like Samwise Gamgee Sean Astin, I think? Or am I getting mixed up with someone else? Yeah, Christian Bale voicing Howl in Howl's Moving Castle. I know I've seen a clip of that movie, where at the very end they have Howl leaping dramatically away from Sophie. And then they cut in him going, "I'm Batman." I should see Howl's Moving Castle one of these days, although I should really reread the book. I know when I read it a few years ago, there was an afterword in it where Diana Wynne Jones talked about getting to see the Ghibli adaptation of her book, and remarking that it's cool, but it's not Howl's, like, it's not, Howl is not as he should be. Hang on, actually I'm gonna go this way, because he was portrayed in the movie as like cool, like more cool and heroic than he was in the book, where he is a big weenie. Like, he's obviously a powerful magician, but also he's a big weenie. And I think that was part of the appeal. You gotta appreciate the artistry, at least. It's a massive problem with all animated movies for the past 20 years, hiring actors and not voice actors. Yeah. And actually, no, I don't want to go this way, I think. Where's the fastest way to get Hammer? Maybe, no, it is up here, I think. Yeah, the book itself is, British. Howl himself is actually from Wales, which is kind of a shame, you know, they got Christian Bale and not somebody with a Welsh accent. You got to see Howl's Moving Castle in theaters in 2019 before the pandemic. That would have been cool. I think I might have seen Spirited Away in theaters, but that's it. And I've actually, I know I should turn in my card as somebody who likes animation, but I haven't seen very many Studio Ghibli movies. I do remember liking Kiki's Delivery Service. I'm sure that one would still hold up if I watched it, but I've seen so few. Are y'all ready for another decade and a half of spin-offs and few mainline games all about getting Sora home and Xenohort? Oh man, I've never heard his name spoken out loud. Kingdom Hearts fans, are you okay? No, no, please do not kill. Wait, Christian Bale is from Wales? Really? I always assumed he was American. Ow, no, I said do not kill. He was born in Wales but considers himself English. Oh. Well, shows how much I know. I never watch movies. I don't remember names or faces too well, so I learned something. I like hearing the Kingdom Hearts chat because, like, I don't follow it necessarily, but I enjoy it. I'm learning about stuff secondhand. Will Sora ever go to dinner with his mom? He's just really good at doing an American accent. Well, I'll be. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know if I've... Are there any movies where he does, like, he pulls out his natural accent, for lack of a better word? Are you okay up there, Bern and Leo? You know what? Yeah. You ever just want to, like, jump in an elevator? And then you don't know because then you feel like other people in there would stare at you? I suppose you could do it in an empty elevator, but I haven't been in an elevator in a long time. Oh, I need to kill this thing before he kills my partner! Okay, good. Because I need Bern and Leo. But I specifically need a CPU-controlled Bern and Leo. Wait, it looks just like it does in Mario Kart. The Prestige. I think my dad told me about that movie before and how it's good, but I haven't seen it. Okay, cool. You specifically need a Bern and Leo helper for this. because they can use fire underwater, but Kirby cannot. So this just says sword, but I do believe this is, in fact, the Falchion from Fire Emblem. But of course, nobody knew what Fire Emblem was at the time in the West. So, sword it is. Christian Bale is one of the few British actors who could do an American accent that isn't like chewing his words like Hugh Laurie and Benedict Cumberbatch do. Have I heard Benedict Cumberbatch do an American accent? Oh, I think I did in Thor Ragnarok, I think? Yeah, and it was kind of jarring. Oh, there we go, I got it. Carrie and I had also, aside from when she streamed this game, I'll see ya, we'd played some of it on Switch Online, and it took a while to get this chest. Because if you miss, then you have to go all the way back around, and it's not fun. I just look over at the chat and see, is she real now? Namine? Is that how you say her name? Me looking at the Kingdom Hearts fans going, are you winning, son? So Kairi is like dating two guys at once technically, but so is Sora. Is that considered polyamory if like the realness of one or more parties is dubious? I did say it right. Excellent. She's the little blonde girl that's always drawing pictures, right? I think? I don't know what her deal is, if she's like stuck in a room or something. I don't think there's any treasure up here, but I'm just gonna look around anyway. Ooh, pudding. This. Kingdom Hearts lore is so incomprehensible to you. Me too. Okay, these are gonna fall in my head. Go, 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 go. Okay, we're good. Kairi is inside Sora, and so is Roxas. It is for the lore is incomprehensible for all the people that have played the games too. That's good to know. Everyone is inside of Sora. Everyone is dating Sora in some way. We all have a little Sora inside of us. Okay, let's see. Actually, no, I don't want to go in here. No, wait, no, I did. I want a Bonker's partner. I'm just gonna take Cutter. Because I need either hammer or stone. You know, I think I need to be... I need rock. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm like thinking this through in my head. No, not here. You finally found a video game with a worse title than a Kingdom Hearts game. Like the what was it, 365 over 2 days? Oh, the Nier Replicant version 1.22. Like, I wonder if anybody bothers to say the whole name. Maybe. You know, I'm gonna actually hold on to Cutter. No! No, I think I can get it later. It's fine. Yeah, that is the real title. I've seen it. I wonder how I guess the Nier remake is. Is there no like option to play as Dad Nier? Because I know when the original came out, you had the Japanese release, which I think was Nier Replicant, where you played as... Nier was a big brother. Oh, I don't think I want to go through here, but whatever. I might die in this room. Whatever. Or Nier was a big brother to this character, Yona. But the Western release, because they thought Western audiences wouldn't relate to or like Big Brother Nier as much, so instead they released Nier Gestalt, where Nier is like a middle-aged man instead. Oh wait, this isn't even where I want to go. Oh heck, get out of my face. Where he's Yona's dad instead. Yeah, this is not where I wanted to go. I just went in a circle. How do I get back to the place I'm thinking of? The remake is Big Brother Near only? What? That's a bunch of hot garbage. I need to think about spacing out on how to get to where I need to go. Is this? No, it's not this way. I think, okay, no, up to the right. Maybe? Why can't I think of this? It's to the left. I don't know why I'm getting turned around in my head. Yeah, okay, this is where I need to go. Yeah, that's disappointing. I did not have the appropriate console to play Nier, so I had to read a Let's Play of Nier Gestalt. And I like Dad Nier, and I believe he's also voiced by Jamison Price, who I like his voice. And I don't know, like, Big Brother type characters aren't interesting to me. Maybe as an older sister, I suppose the appeal is lost on me. Just, thinking about having to hear Oni-chan! Ugh. Okay. You cannot relate to being a sibling, but as a gamer, you can most certainly relate to having children. But yeah, it's weird that they didn't give you the... I mean, I guess giving you both options would probably make it too expensive to do. Bit of a drag, though. Big Brother protagonists seem way more common in Japanese media than dad protagonists do. I guess maybe it's an appeal thing. Maybe people just can't get enough of Oni-chan! Yes, it does hurt me physically to say that. I mean, like, to say Oni-chan! Like, trust me, it's very painful. Okay. Ow! Please, sir. Being a dad is a death flag. Okay, this is where I need something to cut. Let me go back. I'll make a rock partner. Get ninja. And then cut that. Ow! I think I should be okay. Except no, I need a rock to get through here. Just somewhere further ahead I can get an ability that cuts. Oh, I can't remember. There's a rock. I could have sworn I can only get through here if I have. Oh. Okay, well there's a rock in the other room. Sorry, I'm puzzling this out in my head. They're talking about what? Like, as in Goddess Venus from Bug Fables? I thought that stuff was banned in the Discord. Tell them they have to behave, as if I have any clout. I've never been in the voice channels there, because I am really shy. I think I get burnt out from conversation easily. Except no, I can't get through here without... Okay, now, we'll both be rock. Sorry, I'm like thinking this through in my head. Okay, thinking... No, this isn't gonna work. Okay, I need to be rock to go through, but then I need... I have to make... I have to go back and get rock, I think. Why? Unless I can't... Yeah, I really can't get through here without a rock, right? Because I think that the current just pushes me up. Or that. Oof. I'm gonna get this treasure. It's haunting me. I have to. I think there's a rock not too far from here anyway. Ugh. I hate that ninja keeps clinging to walls. That's how I hurt myself a lot. You're sure I would do fine in there, but it's a bit much. Plus, I worry that, like, I don't know what the average age of people in the Discord are, but I would feel really awkward because I'm an adult if there's kids around, you know? It's kind of weird how in, like, more recent years that internet safety has really shifted, I suppose. Like, when I was younger and using the internet, people were really strict in telling you, like, you know, never tell anyone your real name or anything about you, and now that stuff is, oh, there's no Max Tomatoes here, passed around so commonly that it's just, it's weird to me, you know, like a whole other era sort of thing. No! Have I pre-ordered it yet, though? No, I gotta do that. I have the window, I have a tab open on my browser. No, you fool, I need... Oh. Hang on, do I have to go back now because of this clown? No, I should have taken his ability. Oh, I have to go back. Sorry. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. You could never be in a bigger Discord group. Yeah, I find, I just keep to a couple channels in that one, and I only poke in occasionally, because otherwise I find it's overwhelming for me. Okay, okay, okay. Make another rock helper. I have to go get rock. No, wait, no, I need a ninja helper, and then I go get rock. Sorry, order of operations in my head is all over the place. Multiple times when playing the original Smash Bros. For N64, you accidentally picked Jigglypuff and you intended to pick Kirby. What's wrong with Jigglypuff? Huh? I'd say, you know, no Jigglypuff hate here, but I actually like Clefairy better. Never been a Jigglypuff person. They're fine. I know if Carrie's still here, she'll throttle me if she hears that. Okay, you ninja. Me eat this delicious bagel down here and get a rock. No, why do those guys do so much damage? I'm gonna freaking die. I'm gonna freaking die because these stupid Rockies. Okay, okay. No, I'm looking over at the chat. What is this? This, look at Goku, arguably the strongest dad anime character. He's died multiple times since he became a dad. Well, that's what you mean, the death flags. I mean, it's better that, like, you still have a better life expectancy than being an anime mom. I'm just gonna see if, like, the Max Tomato doesn't drop at the end here. Please don't spawn the boss. I don't think it will. Doesn't spawn the Max Tomato either. Ugh. It's fine. I'll just be careful. You notice watching that limited run game stream that a lot of people watching are really young. That's kind of the impression that I get too of the community. Which again, like, you know, I worry seeing people on the internet, like being open about like personal information, especially at such a young age. And I've heard stories and like too of kids being, oh, hang on. No, are you kidding me? I just fell into the abyss. Oh, you know, just kill me now. Just kill me now. Ugh. Anime moms only die if they have the haircut. You mean the side ponytail? The side ponytail of death? Okay, okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm enjoying the chat while I suffer. Well, thinking about, like, internet safety, like, what I see a lot of now are, like, again, like, kids especially with those cards, like CARRDS cards, and, like, they'll put a list of, like, Biospark, are you really gonna die on me? You stupid. And, like, stuff like mental illnesses and do not interact with. And what worries me is, like, I feel like that stuff can be used to hurt you, you know? Like, just putting that out in the open, the stuff that hurts you or really gets your goat. friends. You know, I feel like the people that you don't want interacting with you probably aren't going to heed your do not interact, you know? I don't know if I'm being very articulate about this. And I get that for some people might want to put that stuff out there so they can find like-minded individuals. I'm sorry if I'm not articulating this well, but I know, again, like, compared to back in my day when you had to be really careful about your personal information on the internet, it's a little harrowing seeing all that stuff just out there. I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay. One of your best friends has the anime mom haircut? Oh no. Well, so long as they're not an anime mom, I think they should be okay. Okay, now there's a rock in the rightmost room. One of your early AOL screen names was... You wanted to combine your love of Pokemon and Zelda, plus your name. You wanted to go with Poke Link Joe, but it wouldn't fit. So you tried to go with Poke L and K Joe, but for some reason you typed a lowercase l. So people kept calling you Poke Inc. Or maybe Poke Inc. Joe. Oh, it's been a problem, people using their card info to trigger people and troll them. Yeah, that's awful. I remember actually seeing a thread about it not too long ago where somebody was making the same points, like, hey, you know, especially if you're a kid or some, like, other vulnerable... Why did I leave? I need to go up here. Some other vulnerable population on the internet. You really got to be careful about putting their stuff, like, that kind of stuff out there that could be used to hurt you. And someone in the thread said, well, like, look, I put this stuff in my cards so my friends know not to post. Specifically, they mentioned, like, pictures of bridges because there was something about them that was traumatic for them. And of course, like, immediately beneath them in the thread are a bunch of people deliberately posting pictures of bridges just to get their goat. Like, why would you do that to someone? Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, there are people out there that will deliberately take that kind of information and hurt you with it. Did I get everything? Yes. Okay, good. We can move on from this hellscape. There's no expectations of privacy anymore, especially on the internet. Yeah, I've also seen some people say they don't trust people that don't put, like, their real name out there. Or even things like they don't trust people that don't put, say, pronouns in their bio, even though I think there's probably a lot of good reasons why people might not want to put that stuff there, especially if it could be used against them. I don't know, man. I'm probably, like, speaking out of my hat here, my fluffy jester hat. People are horrible. Have I ever met people? Yeah, people. What a bunch of bastards. No swearing in my Kirby stream. Okay, we can finally move on. Cripes. We're gonna do this. I knew Great Cave Offensive. I knew that treasure in particular would take some time. Because it always does. That is like the one treasure in the game I hate getting, because it's a nightmare. Unless you have a second player with you, in which case it's better. As long as I don't smash headfirst into every enemy. You've been on the internet too long, you think it's insane whenever you see someone use their real name or real picture for a profile. I mean, a lot of people use it for work, you know, especially stuff like LinkedIn. But yeah, maybe Twitter, especially if you, like, don't have, like, it's not a professional business-related Twitter account. This is the bird room full of winter. But, you know, like, people each their own, right? Just stay safe out there, squiddos. No! Don't unleash the bird room! I remember this treasure that I have to get here. It used to take me a long time when I was little because I always struggled to use jet. Especially this charge storage mechanic, which is what you gotta do to... Oh, not that. And definitely not getting blown up. Okay. I'm gonna do it, gonna do it. No! I'm gonna do it. Can't believe I'm talking about internet safety in a Kirby stream. I mean, I guess there's stuff. I guess there's weirder. I'm sure it's not the weirdest tangent I've been on. I mean, there was me talking about Paradise Killer earlier. That was pretty weird. I don't know, what are the rest of you been out playing these days? I always like hearing what other people have been up to. It reminds you of the really difficult Shine Spark Maneuver Zero mission makes you do to get 100% items. I've also heard it's got the same problem if you're trying to do a 0% or like a low percent run. I can't remember actually. Maybe I'm thinking of Metroid Fusion, something where you can't get 0% unless you're doing like a task or something. I don't remember. Various Xbox games. Oh, you're enjoying your Game Pass. How is the Final Fantasy VII Remake? I mean, I'm glad it has Sassy Eris. This treasure took me a long time to find when I was little. The minimum percent thing I'm thinking, oh, it's Metroid Fusion. Okay, I couldn't remember which one it was. Yeah, what have you been playing on Game Pass? Is this the one that just blows me up? I think it is. Yeah. Is this the middle one, I think? Really fun, which is why you really hope part 2 doesn't take too long to come out. There's the rub though, isn't it? The waiting game. Have they released any, like, info on, like, how far feasibly along in development they might be, roughly? I don't actually know. Banjo-Kazooie Tetris Attack? Well, not on Xbox Game Pass. I was gonna say, wait a minute. Not Tetris Attack. Yeah, Nintendo just let John Microsoft borrow Yoshi. Tetris Effect. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. No, it's okay. I figured it probably was something like that. Forza Horizon and Halo. I can never gel with, like, realistic racing games. It's one of those things that I always get bored of. I've played very little Halo, but I had fun playing co-op Halo 2 with my brother. Usually I'd be driving the Warthog, because I got all these Mario Kart skills. You started Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice tonight, and it's really creepy but neat. Is that... I might be thinking of a different game. Is that the one where, like, your main character has some sort of, like, curse or rot on them or something that increases whenever you die? This should be Lamia's scale, but Japanese has... the L and R are sort of homogeneous. Is that the word I want? Homogeneous? It might not be. You know what I mean. Oh, that is the one. Oh, you've been playing Luigi's Mansion 3 and 1. Oh! I really had fun with Luigi's Mansion 3. I also played that with my best pal a little while ago. I always hit the wrong one. Finally! I think this is the first time I've ever gone in that room and not hit the wrong one. A monumentous occasion. What do you think about Luigi's Mansion 3? I thought it was a very cute game. I think my only real quibble is having to chase the cat multiple times. Forza Horizon is realistic, but it's also really stylized and fluid to play. So it feels... I don't need that. What am I doing in here? It feels more fun than something like Gran Turismo. That's good to know. I guess I've just been spoiled by Mario Kart, so that's kind of where my expectations lie with regards to racing games. Though, I remember... I need a different ability. I remember I knew a kid in, I think, like, elementary school who had... what was it? Beetle Adventure Racing on the N64, and we had fun with that one. That was a dumb game. Like, dumb in a fun way, but dumb nonetheless. Did I get everything over here? I think so. For you, you don't like, while you don't like Luigi's Mansion 3 as much as the first game, you find it to be leagues better than Dark Moon. I've heard Dark Moon was kind of polarizing because of how it's a bunch of... what am I doing? I need to break that thing. A bunch of, like, little mansions instead of a big one, which I guess makes sense from, like, a portable perspective. Mount Mayhem! Yeah, I remember that one specific, like the big snowy mountain. That was a fun one. This would be so much easier if, like, you could control the helmet. Ugh, can I not do it with plasma? Please, Birdon, why can't you break this for me? I'm trying to remember if there's something else I can do to break that. Actually, maybe I can get it with a feather if I just try hard enough. You were playing through on your own and loved it, but it really got you in the mood for once, so you streamed that. I think I can't remember if you said you streamed or not. Unless if you said you didn't do it too often. Did you try and get the best ending in, the best mansion, I guess, in the first one? Or was it just more of a casual, I'll just pick whatever falls in front of you? Yeah, I need a different ability, I think. Oh, that's bugging me. You love the battle mode in Beetle Adventure Racing. How did the battle mode work? Like, I don't have, like, a lot of specific memories about that game, but I remember, like, just screwing around in it a lot. Which is a lot of fun. You always wanted to play Beetle Adventure Racing? I mean, I know you're personally not a fan of emulating stuff, but it feels like in this day and age, it's kind of what you have to do. Which is frustrating. I mean, I'm doing it right now, but like especially a lot of older games, there's just no real accessible way to play them, which is a letdown. Oops. Oh well. Think we could all use a good nap. Okay, maybe parasol. Ugh. The alternative is tracking down a copy of the game, which I'm sure is absurdly expensive these days. Yeah. I think I've mused on stream before. I wonder what, like, the most expensive game in my collection is. Or what, maybe not most expensive, but like the rarest one I've got. Oh, it really doesn't like... Automod doesn't like N64. Here we go. I'm gonna fix that. What I'm gonna try and do, actually. Let me do this. I'm going to... Okay. Actually, no. Okay, let me try this. Oh man. Okay, let me try it with plasma. Plasma's up this way. Okay, I have like the original first edition Ocarina of Time gold cartridge, which I know is fairly valuable. I've also got a copy of Bomberman 64: The Second Attack, which I think is also hard to come by. Maybe. I'm sure I've got like some stuff on the DS too that might be hard to come by. I remember Trauma Center initially was hard to get one's paws on. How am I gonna do this? This is really awkward. Okay, but did I map to this? No, that wasn't it. This. Is that not gonna break it? Oh, heck. I thought it would. Oh, it did! Oh, heck yeah. Oh, no, no! No! Ugh. What a freaking Morriism that is, huh? I have my controller in my lap, and I'm using my right hand on the keyboard. Okay. Cripes. Oh, hey, Boogie. Welcome. I just spent an inordinate amount of time trying to break that one block for some shiny bamboo! You weren't trying to get the best ending, but you were remembering 95% of secrets mean you just barely missed out on an A. That's impressive. The most expensive game in your collection is the Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Wii. Wow, and the Steelbook version. Oh. Look into the chat, bubbled into that. Really missing Blockbuster now. There's just no alternative for borrowing video games, right? I remember borrowing video games from Hang on, there we go. From people way back in the day. Okay, I think that's everything here. I think. Please, I really hope I didn't, like, miss a room in the corner somewhere. Is the wheelie room in here? Hang on, I need to think about it. Ah, cripes! Oh, you have that too? As for the battle mode in Beetle Adventure Racing, did I go in this room by the parasol? I think I did. I don't remember. I'm checking again. Sorry, chat. You have 6 different colored beetle bugs you have to collect, and you could shoot rockets and stuff to make the other person drop theirs. Okay, no, I haven't gotten this one. Okay, I do have a vague recollection of that. I do like stuff with, like, really aggressive kind of rocket tag gameplay. I mean, like Splatoon, you know, it's very rapid fire. You know, things can go south for you or your opponent very quickly. There's a room I'm thinking of, and I feel like it's in here, but maybe it's not, and I'm just off my rocker. I may be off my rocker. Wait, no. Or did I go up here already? I'm checking anyway. Oh, this is the room I was thinking of. Okay. Oh, that's right. I have to be in the helper, because Kirby can't jump as a wheel. It's okay. I think I have to get rid of this guy. Bleh. Because he's still trying to leave it as second player control. There we go. Okay. Good. There we go. No, I'm just pressing the wrong buttons now. Let me off the wheel. There we go. No, let me off. There we go. Game Pass is like the modern version of Sega Channel, which you had back in the day. Ooh la la. I feel like I knew a kid that had that. Like the Sega Channel. But I remember once, like, them offering, oh, you want to come over to my house and try it? And I'm like, oh, okay. And their mom just shouted. It was like, no, you can't bring anybody over. So I never got to try it. I don't know why their mom was so antagonistic, but there we go. Not having looked this up, you'd imagine Metroid Prime Trilogy or Smash Bros. Melee were the most expensive games you own. Really? Is Melee an expensive game? I suppose with, you know, how the competitive scene for it is still going. Maybe. I should count all the games in my collection at some point. I might be a little shamefaced to do it, though. I have a lot of games. Not this way, I don't think. This way. All GameCube games are expensive. Okay, no. Otherwise, where I want to go. I didn't know all GameCube games are expensive. Wow. My GameCube collection isn't that huge, but it's bigger than my Wii U collection. That's probably the smallest one I got. Biggest might be my DS collection. I might have to think about it. For what it's worth, if we'd known each other back then and lived in the same area, you would have invited me over to see Sega Channel. Oh, thank you. Someday. Well, except no, because Sega Channel doesn't exist anymore. It reminds me of the Satellaview system that they offered for the SNES, or the Super Famicom. I guess not really the SNES, because it was never available in the West. Okay, you're just suplex now. Suplex is another ability that I just can't seem to use without injuring myself. I know Carrie likes suplex a lot, but I can't do it. I mean, I like Bugsy conceptually. No, what? Don't, like, teleport through my star. Oh, there you go. Wow, he took himself out. What a trooper. Oh, cool. A tanuki. Blech. I know better than to try and use suplex out. Well, maybe I should have, because I'm gonna get myself killed anyway. Oh, that poor cat! How could you? Okay. Hopefully I find some food. Cup of coffee. Not a squid. Not a squid. Cup of kitty. Cup of kitty. Wasn't a squid. Killed me anyway. Have a good one! You know, you missed from the first game, from Luigi's Mansion 3, the portraits, like the ghost portraits, where depending on how quickly you caught them, you get different frames around them, if memory serves. It's been so long, like it's been forever since I played Luigi's Mansion. It kind of stressed me out a little bit back in the day. I think there was still some like I was nervous about some aspects of games back then, but now I'm just really aggressive, and whenever like a game threatens me with the boss or whatever, or a dangerous enemy, I'm just like, bring it! I'll fight you, I'll fight anybody! If anyone's played Splatoon with me, you've probably seen how aggro I can get. I think it's because all the weapons I like to use are really short range, so you gotta get in people's faces. Stop. When I say aggro, I don't mean like angry. I'm not getting mad at the game. I play very aggressively. Each ranking has its own painting, and sometimes even the gold painting doesn't look the coolest. See, I completely forgot they had different paintings. I just remembered the frames being a different color. And I remember the money in Luigi's Mansion 3 not really feeling like it did much of anything. So I don't think it affects stuff like it does in the first game. I might be misremembering though. Oh boy, here we go. I mean, that Gordo's just down there, but there we go. Shell whistle. In your youth, you were timid and would get easily frightened by video games. Solidarity! Like me playing Corneria over and over in the original Star Fox, and then I would get to the boss and shut off the console. Because I used to be frightened of boss fights. I know, what a soft and gentle soul. I know I'm all, just put me in, coach, let me at him. Oh, you too! Okay, so it's not totally uncommon then. I don't even know why, honestly. Boy, that first treasure is really bothering me. I mean, I can go back and get it really easily, but... oh, it's driving me crazy. I think that's all there's anything down here, right? No, just squid. Just squid! Gugh. I look over at the chat and see the word Sega Channel and then Morri, and my brain wants to read it as Space Channel Morri and think, oh, there's a Space Channel 5 mod starring me. If only. Oh, I don't want to go here, I want to go down. We're almost done. The Great Cave Offensive. I think I want to cut this one. I needed that. I think. Oh, not that one. Not that one. I gotta go the other way. I always cut the wrong one. My best. Up, down, chew, chew, chew. That one. I think I could do better, but. I've played a lot of Space Channel 5. Although, honestly, you know what? I find something about the first Space Channel 5. It doesn't. The timing on it's weird. Maybe it was just because I played like the PlayStation compilation of Space Channel 5 Part 1 and 2. And the timing in the first one always felt off. It was really fussy and fiddly. And it felt like you needed to wait for animations to finish or something. I don't know. It's hard to explain, I think, if you haven't played it out. Okay, careful, careful. Good, good, good. The timing of the first game is strict and kind of wonky. Okay, it's not just me. Because I remember, like, oh, I can do Space Channel 5 Part 2, no problem. But the first one I really struggled with in some parts, and I don't know why. Oh, this is here. Well, Link is not getting that back. It's like you like horror as a concept, but when you try watching or playing a horror game, you can't do it. I like horror game Let's Plays, but I can't really do them myself either. Because I'm a big baby. Let's do it again. What ability do I want for this? How about bombs? Bakudan. The Triforce can be found in a chest. Like all the rumors back when Ocarina of Time first came out about how to get the Triforce in that game. Boy, they were everywhere. I remember some Zelda fan site I would read on occasion, and it would collect like all these fake rumors about how to get the Triforce. Personally, my favorite has always been L is Real 2041, but all the fake Triforce stuff is fun too. By the way, if you're a Smash player, you probably recognize a lot of the moves that this boss is using, or what the Master Hand will pull on you. Got that Sakurai hand boss magic. Like the smashing, the punch, the swoop and grab, the flick, whatever this is. Here comes the punch. Maybe I should make a helper. Get them to assist here. Oh, I didn't mean to inhale that, but okay. Oh, I forgot to post the rocks back up. Heck. Yeah, bye. Oh no! You can get Sonic and Tails in Melee by beating 20 wireframes in Cruel Melee. Oh wow, I had no idea. Let me ring up Electronic Gaming Monthly so they can break this scoop. I seem to recall one of their April Fool's jokes was like a Kingdom Hearts kart racer. But you know what? That doesn't seem all that far-fetched these days. Pew. Okay. Oh no, sorry Rocky, I can't really do anything. Its face when it gets hurt reminds me of a Puyo. Maybe I should have played Kirby's Avalanche today. Kirby's Avalanche is a fun game. I mean, I say fun, well, not in air quotes, but... Oh. Oh, it was a Mario statue! That one, like, never shows up. Did you see it? There's a really rare chance of a Mario statue showing up, and that was it. Whoa. Kingdom Carts! Yeah, you have to play it to understand the plot. Have I ever played Kirby and the Amazing Mirror? Yes! I really enjoyed it, especially just its concept of multiplayer, where it was 4-player co-op, but every player could go off and do whatever they wanted. They weren't restricted by player one, and they could go anywhere in the world map they so chose. And of course, they had their cell phones, they could call for help, and other players could respond and help them out if they so chose, but they didn't have to. I owned a copy, and my brother actually rented a copy of it once, and we used the link cable and played co-op in that, and it was great. And I would love to just be able to play that, like, online cooperatively, but I think to do that you'd probably need Parsec or something. Well, I missed one treasure. I have to go back for it. All giant hands in Nintendo do the same things, this is correct. And they all have eyeballs on them. You just probably can't see it on Wham Bam Rock's hand. I think the treasure I missed was like a gold coin. Kind of like what Meowth has on its head. I don't remember the names of those coins, like they're old Japanese coins. Samus doesn't need that screwball, right? That's why she loses her powers in every game, because Kirby takes them from her. some online friends of yours did do Amazing Mirror, so it's apparently possible online. Ooh. Actually, you know what I'd also really like online is Four Swords Adventures. Like, I know there's a linked version you can do with Link to the Past Game Boy Advance remake, which I never got to try because I didn't know anybody else with the Game Boy Advance remake. But specifically the GameCube Four Swords Adventures, my brother and I had a great time with that. Although, boy, he really liked grabbing the fire rod. I never got the fire rod because he would always run ahead and grab it. If my brother ever listens to this in the future, you know it's true, you can't deny it. He would run ahead and get the fire rod. And then he would keep torching all the grass in an area. And the way fire works in Four Swords Adventures is that, like, if you torch a patch of grass, it will spread to any other patch of grass it is touching. And then probably set Link on fire if you're touching the grass, which won't do damage, but will cause you to run around flailing uncontrollably, and you can't go on to the next screen while you're flailing uncontrollably. Also, if you crash into another Link while you are on fire, you will set that Link on fire too. So sometimes it would take us a bit to get from one screen to the next. Moon Pearl Village was your favorite part of that game? Oh, where it's like you're in the village and it's mostly focused on puzzle solving? That was a cool one. Link running around with his pants on fire. Jury's out if he is a liar, but maybe that's why he doesn't talk. He's a bad liar. That is haunting me. You know what, that feels right for me, though. It is a little late, so I'm wondering... so our options here are... I can do a little more Kirby on Friday. I can do Revenge of Meta Knight and Milky Way Wishes. And then I'll go back to Bowser's Inside Story, either on Friday, or next Tuesday, depending on when I finish it. I think at least before I call it an evening, I'm gonna go back and get the one treasure I missed. Please forgive me, because it's driving me crazy. The never-ending trade quest village. Good. There was some like puzzle that my brother and I were stuck on for a bit because we didn't realize. Yeah, I think I tried to break this but just with Kirby's breath attack and it didn't work. So I thought, oh, I can't go in here. I must be misremembering. Ugh. Anyway, we didn't realize that. So there are parts in the game where you can step in like a portal to go to. Let's just call it the Dark World to keep things simple. And you have to look at your screen on the Game Boy Advance to see where you are. But on the main screen, you can see your Link just in shadow over top the main world. And we didn't realize that people in the shadow world could pick up a Link, or the Dark World, I guess. They couldn't pick up... Let me try that again. We didn't realize that a Link in there could move their shadow over where a Link in the actual world was standing and pick them up and carry them. So you had to do that to get through a puzzle. And my brother and I took long enough to figure that out, that if you stay on a screen for too long in Four Swords Adventures, you will summon Tingle. A lot of Tingles, and he will just steal all your Force Gems. It was very traumatic. By which I mean it was really funny, but... Okay. There we go. That's all of them. Hang on, let me do this. I missed that coin. I tried to break that block, but I didn't. I just tried it with Kirby's breath ability and it didn't work. And I thought, oh, maybe I can't go through here, and I'm misremembering. There we go. All of the treasures. Everything is fixed. Everything is good. So I think I might finish this off on Friday. If that is agreeable for people. If people really want to get back to Bows, though, I understand. That awkward 0 at the end there, right? Hang on. Let me... Osoi. I say Osoi. I don't actually remember how fast I can do this. Yes, might do finish on Friday. Poik. I don't trust Kawasaki. Let me try the expert and then. Oh, it's you. Pew. What an edgelord Meta Knight. Oops. Yeah, that was not fast enough. Oh well. I'm trying to read the kana. Hoshigumi, Kabi. Hoshigumi, though. What is Hoshigumi? I don't know. Hoshigumi, star something. I'm thinking of... No, I was trying to think of Stardust, but that's Hoshikuzu. You like the mini games in the Amazing Mirror? The surf game? Is that the one where you're... Is that the same one as where you're grinding on the rails? With the star? No. No, I think I know which one you're talking about. I like that one because of the timing required. I was good at that one. Okay. Anyway, for reals, I should probably call it an evening because it's getting late. I gotta work really early tomorrow. But we will, I guess, resume this on Friday and then go back to Bows if that is agreeable. It's Milky Way Wishes. We gotta get to Milky Way Wishes. It's my favorite one. Thank you for joining me and for bearing with some foibles in Great Cave Offensive. I feel like I played relatively competently until some things happened. But I appreciate you sticking with me, and happy Kirbiversary to a game that was very formative for me. Have a good one, everybody. Please stay safe, stay healthy, take care, and I will catch you on Friday. Bye-bye.